Hello student, welcome to my class for computer science. Okay, today we'll understand the following content of the day, which are as follow. The first one thing we will understand the declaration of a string and prototype. Okay, in this we will understand how to declare a string and what's its prototype, that means a syntax. Second thing we will understand a string variable and its indexing. Okay, we have learned in earlier video what is a string data type and its variable. Now in this topic we will understand how to index them and what is indexing. Third point, concatenation operator with a string variable, that is plus. Fourth point, that is effect of multiplication operator, that is asterisk, with a string variable. And at last, fifth one point, homework and practical assignment. So let's begin, student. So here we can understand a string Python declaration and its a syntax. So actually string are the almost a popular type of in Python. Okay, that can be created simply by enclosing characters in a quotes. Quotes may be single quote, double quote, triple quote also. Okay, so actually Python treats a single quote same as double quote and triple quote also, and we can create the string with the help of following prototype. For prototype you can see that, student, prototype means syntax, a variable name, then after that assignment variable, that is assignment prototype prototype or syntax, which is mentioned here, student, a variable name, that is string variable name of any anonymous value. I am to say here is a prototype to declare a particular string, student. So here you can see that variable name, that is string variable, that may be arbitrary name which support the variable naming rules. Okay, and then after that equal to, within double quote, single quote or triple quote, you will provide here string literals. Literals means value. Here you can see the example, var1 equals to, within single quote, hello world, and then var2 equals to Python programming. Okay, student, now we will do the same practice here. So to do that, student, I am going to open the Python ideally. We have to open the file which is in script mode. So a comment, a program for string declaration. Okay, student, so what we are going to do, student, suppose that is s1 equals to, within single quote I am going to use hi Python. Okay, so now I am going to run it, and file name is suppose that s0. So now you can see that s0 is declared. Now I am going to print it. So simply I will use the print command. Within that I will type here s1. Okay, or I can say that within single quote s1 equals to, then after that comma and this one. So let's see what will the output, student. So here is simple message, s1 equals to hi Python. Okay, student, so here we have printed the this one thing. And next one thing, within double quote s2 equals to, within double quote we are going to create it, double quote open and close, hi programmer. Okay, simply I am going to print it. Simply the messages here is s2 equals to, then after that s2, and now we are going to run it. So let's see. Okay, I have misplaced the comma, so I place here comma first and then I will run it. Now we can see that s2 equals to hi programmer. Okay, and now we are going to come back to our slide back. So accessing the value in a string. Okay, in this particular topic, how we are going to access the value of a string. In earlier video, I am going to say practice, we have learned directly we are printing the string variable like s1, s2, whatever, and its output relative to that will print the whole string. Okay, so we can consider a string is a collection of characters, okay, which may contain like a white space also, number, letters, okay, characters, symbols also. So these are the collection actually makes a string, and a string itself follow the sequence of array type. Okay, so here you can see, student, a var1 equals to hello world and var2 equals to Python programming. We can individually access the one of the element, okay, of the variable 1 and variable 2 also, okay, with the help of indexing method. So after a few minutes I will tell you what is indexing method. So you can see, student, var1 of 0, this is pronounced as off because it is indexed, that is square bracket open and square bracket close, it is considered as off. Okay, so var of 0 equals to var of 0. So let's say we are going to just do the practice in our programming, student. So what we are going to, student, we are going to just print simply, here is s1, within this I will type here s1, okay, of 0th element. So what will the output, student? So I am going to just take it here, s1 of 0th element, and then run it. Now you can see only h is printed because h is index base 0. So now we understand what are the indexing, okay, and with the help of indexing we will understand what is slicing also. That will be next video. So now we have to understand indexing Python string. So you can see, student, index actually, what is index? Index actually a position number of the every element in an object. Object may be a string, list, okay, like that. So such type of thing is known as index. So you can see the example, student. Here is actually string indexing Python is 0 based indexing, okay. It will always start from the 0, okay, and first character whatever of a string has 0 index, and the next one and so on, whatever the next 1, 2, 3 and so on, and the index of the last character will be length of the string minus 1. It means to say n minus 1. If suppose that the length of a string is 5, then this will be 5 minus 1, that means to say n minus 1, okay. For any non-zero string, if the string s within square bracket length, that calculate the length of the string within round bracket string as string s and minus 1, and the round bracket, square bracket close, here will be s minus 1, both return to the last character. So here we can see the example, student. Suppose that a variable here is a var equals to hi, okay, Python within double quote, okay, and now we can see there are two type of indexings running on this particular list, that is a string. You can see, student, h contains 0, I1 space 2 because here is white space, P3, Y4, T5, H6, O7 and 8. Same way, if you are talking about the reverse indexing, negative indexing, it will start from minus 1 as n, minus 2 O, minus 3 H, minus 4 T and so on till then minus 9. Okay, student. So now we are going to understand accessing the character by positive index value, okay. So here you can understand, and a simple example I am giving here. So here a particular string we have declared, that is SimStark, okay, that particular index broken down like this. So it will start from s, that is 0, to exclamatory sign, that is 11. So we can declare it like ss equals to SimStark, and then after that one by one we are going to print it, okay, till then 11th value. So student, we are going to do it practically, student. So what I will do, student, I will open the Python, that is my file. So I'm going to erase everything whatever I have mentioned here, okay. So now we are talking about index based accessing, that is positive index based accessing string, okay, by index. So suppose that here is a particular variable, that is s, we can say that my string, here is a value like hello Python programmer. I don't know what is the length of that, but to do that we are going to understand how to access it one by one, okay. So to do that, first of all I have to calculate its length. So here L equals to, that is len, whatever the length I don't know, but it will calculate by the Python interpreter, okay. And we can say that print your string is here is my string, and we will write in next line the length of string is, here is L. So we are going to just run it, and now we will watch it. So you can see, student, your string is hello Python programmer with including exclamatory sign. The length of the string is 24. It means to say till then 23 we can access it, okay. So we are going to just print one by one. Simply we have to use my string within round bracket square bracket 0, okay. Same thing we will type again and again. 1. So I will do one thing, student. I will copy this and I will paste it one by one. And I will keep continue the numbers. Here will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, student. Now we are going to run it. So it will show you. I will close this first and I will run it again. So now you can see that hello Python. Okay, so here I am going to just print it again, that is 11. So till then here it will show me hello Python like this. Okay, student. So we can run this particular code up to 23 indexing. So I'm just copying it and then again I'm going to paste it. Now we are going to keep continue, that is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I think last is 23. So let's see what will the output, student. I will show you this one output in a fresh console. So you can see everything is printed. Okay, here programmer along with exclamatory sign is downward. So I will show you here. That's it. So it means to say till then 23 indexing position in positive numbers we can access it. Okay, now we are talking about negative index. Okay, so how we can access it, student? Here you can see, student, the negative index represent the first character is say lesser number of the negative sign, and last number this is -1. Okay, so we are going to understand how to do that. So here we have declared a particular string, and then we after that we have access it in the same order: -1, -2, -3, -5, -6, and so on. Okay, so we will do the same thing, students. I will do one thing. I will copy this particular code and then after that I will open a new file. Okay, and I will paste it. So what I am going to do, student, I know what is the last index of this my particular code, that is I think 23 in positive numbers. So I will type here 24. Okay, and then 23 and according to minus number. Okay, then 22, 21, 20, then 19, then 18, then 17, -17 it will be, -16, -15, -14, -13, -12, -11, -10, here is -9, okay, and -8, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, and -1. So student, this will print my string in a reverse order because I have used the indexing position in a reverse format. So here is S00. Now you can see, student, here is, I will show you here, student. So here you can see, student, I will refresh it, run it. Now you can see that hello Python programmer, it is printed here. Okay, student. So we have to just print the what thing, bigger one first, then after that lower one. Now student, we have to understand how to update a string. Actually string can't be updatable, it can be reassigned. It means to say completely we are going to change the value of that particular what thing, a string, because of the string is immutable of nature. Student, you have learned earlier video what is immutability, okay, and mutability. According to that, we can understand that string is immutable, okay. So we can reassign it. You can see the example here, student, where 1 equals to hello world, and after that I will updating string where 6 plus this one thing Python. We can add the element, but we can't change it, okay. So let's see, student, how to do that, student. So we are going to particular Python shell, okay. I will close this one, and then I open this one file, and I'm opening new file, okay, that is S000, I will say. So here updating string, okay. So what I'm going to do, students, suppose that here variable is s which contains some value hello, okay. And then I'm going to print it. Simply I'm going to print that is hello, that is s. So file name is S000, okay. So now you can see output will come like this, okay. If I'm going to update it, how will I update it? Suppose that s equals to we can say that Google, okay. So let's see what will the output. Print s. Now I think s will be totally changed. Why? Because s do not contain earlier value, because it is that is one thing changeable. So how to update it? So there is a simple method we have learned in operator, that is shorthand notation, okay. Suppose that there is a variable that is u, that is updatable version, okay. So how we can say that s plus equals to u. So let's see what will the output of s plus u. Hello and Google both will be noted here because we have added that particular value, okay, student. So this is known as concatenation operator along with the shorthand notation. So we have used s, okay, and we have used a particular u variable which is update variable, okay, and along with its value, and then we have used a shorthand value, okay. We can concatenate it also. It mean to say whatever the string, in that string you will add, and finally it will store to the s variable, and we have printed the s, okay. So student, you will do the practice with the program and along with the comments. Every line has comment, okay. So student, I am giving you this one task. Do not type the same particular code. You need to type the code along with the comments also, which can depict your syntax and statement meaning. And now we are going to understand, okay, concatenation operator with the string variable, okay, that means it is a plus. In just earlier video we have understand, I am say example, we have understand what is concatenation operator, okay. So here we will understand what is concatenation operator, okay. So here Python string concatenation. In Python, string array bytes represent Unicode characters, okay, that means the character A, B, C, whatever, okay. So Python do not have the character data type, okay. So it do not have any kind of character data type. It contains a string data type. Actually it is a collection of strings, I'm say characters, which is encoded in single quote, double quote or triple quote, okay. And square bracket we can access it by one by one, okay. So here you can see, student, if I'm using plus operator along with two variable of string type, it will print hello world. Why? Because these both are the what thing, string data type, okay, and a string value they contain along with space also. So here we will do the same practice, student. What we are going to do, student, I am going to open a new particular file, that is comment a program for concatenation for a string, okay. So what I am going to do, student, s1 equals to here hello along with space, and then s2 equals to what thing, Python, okay, student. So if I am going to use this particular one thing with the help of s1 plus s2, so what will the output? So here output will be, so output will be hello Python. It will be in a single form, okay. Or we can say that s3 equals to s1 plus s2, okay. Now we can say that s3, run it. Now we can see that this one, so s3 value finally stored, okay, combination of hello and Python. Now next one thing we will understand in this particular topic, student. So here variable where stored the hello, and variable where to store the string. So both are string, that's why we can use the plus operator which combine the string at the store in variable 1 and variable 2 and store in another variable 3. Okay students, now we can understand concatenation operator with string variable second form. In the second form, we will consider hello is a string and variable 2 is an integer. So if we are using this particular operator, okay, to combine strings, so what will happen? Var1 plus var2, it will definitely output an error because cannot concatenate it, okay, because string and integer objects, both objects should be same while we are using the concatenation operator, that is plus, okay, otherwise it will be print error. So let us do it practically, student. So how I'll do it? So here I will do the same changes. I will suppose that if I'm going to make this particular variable as a integer like 2, and let's see what will the output. So if I'm running it, you can see output shown me an error in console. I will run it again. You can see student cannot concatenate it, okay, we can concatenate it because string and integer objects, okay student. So the situation or condition for the concatenation is both variable or more than one variable should be in a string data type only. Next one thing, effect of multiplication operator with the string variables. Okay student, we can use the next one operator, that is multiplication, okay, which is used to print my particular string multiple time. Okay, so the same example I have taken, student, variable 1 equals to hello with space, okay, here will be space also. So var2 equals to 2, if I am going to use this one thing, var3 equals to var1 into var2 print, so it will print 2 times hello. So here we can see that in this particular code, if suppose that here is variable 2, okay, we have used star, so here multiply this one thing. So what will the output? You can see that hello printed 2 times. If I am going to use hello string 2 is 4 times, so what will the output? You can see that hello print 4 times. If there is no space, okay, and here it will be 7. So if I am going to run it, so now you can see that hello print will 7 times. Okay student, so now we will come to our presentation back. Now effect of multiplication operator with a string variable with second type. Okay, in second type, suppose that both value are a string. You can see here is 2 in this time is a considered as string because it is included in a by quote, okay, single, double or triple quote. Okay, so here hello, if you are multiplying by this, it will be definitely give you output as a form of error, and it will say can't multiply sequence by non-integer type of string. Okay, so here we can use, I am to say we can't use multiplication operator to print the string multiple time due to the both string type, it is not possible, so it will be definitely cause an error. So now we can come to our program back. Suppose that here is 7 is a string, okay, so now I am going to just multiply it and I am going to run it. So now you can see the can't multiply sequence by non-integer data type. So it means to say student, whenever you are using the multiplication operator along with a string, both variable should not consider in a string, okay, one of the that is data type should contain a string and one of them is should be at least integer. Okay, so after that you can use that particular asterisk operator, I am to say multiplication operator, to print the string multiple time. Now student, I am teaching you one extra thing student, that is what is the use of triple quote in a string. Okay student, so suppose that if I have a variable, okay, that is string type, okay, so I am going to close it. Now using triple quote, okay, in a string, so what will happen student? Suppose that if I am going to store a multiple line string variable, okay, so suppose that s equals to triple quote, you can type here hello Python programmers, we will learn Python language easily within a we can say that with few months. Okay, triple quote close. And now if I'm going to print it like S1, so what will happen? Look at the screen, student. So you can see that multiple line I can store. So this multiple line can be a particular file also, a particular page also. So triple quote allow you to store multiple line string value also. Okay, student. Now we are going to understand last one content of the day, that is homework and practical assignment. So make note of the day in the classwork copy and second copy, that is I mentioned. Okay, and write a program for each topic of the day with the comments in the computer and send to me the program file and screenshot also to my WhatsApp number in only group. So student, till then, thank you and have a nice day.